Good morning, Magnet Cove High School, and welcome back to the 2019-2020 school year. We're going to talk about some policy and procedures here in East. My name is Mr. Hartsell. I am the East facilitator here at Magnet Cove High School, and I can't wait to see what great projects we create this year. And I think it's going to be a fun year, and I hope you are in here ready to go to work and ready to learn. Let's talk about a few policies and procedures that have majorly changed since last year. Let's take a look at the cell phone. First and foremost, you have probably been informed by now that there will be no cell phones out at any time in any class. Yes, that includes East. I will not tolerate a cell phone out. If I see it, I'm going to take it up and turn it in, and you'll be written up. There's two places that these cell phones should be when class is going on. That is either A, in your locker turned off, or in your backpack turned off. At no time should you get it out and under any circumstances whatsoever. It should always be turned off. The two times you will be allowed to use them are just like last year: in the morning at breakfast before classes and at lunch. After those times, they must be either A, placed back in your locker and turned off, or B, placed inside your backpacks turned off. Notice I said not on silent. It must be completely powered off. Another thing, if we see you walking down the hallway with a cell phone and we can see it through your pocket, we're going to take it up. Again, there's only two places these cell phones should be. That is either in your locker turned off or in your backpack turned completely off. That includes during instructional time. I also want to talk about some other policy changes. If you've noticed, you see 7 sets of headphones hanging up on a hanger. These are all brand new headphones, guys, and we're going to take care of those. Here in East, we are provided with nice equipment, and it's going to be up to us to take care of that equipment and make sure it's properly cared for and put back in its proper place when we're finished. So, each set of headphones is hanging up. These headphones have a microphone on them, so you can voice record when we get into our projects of making videos, commercial PSAs, and so forth. You can use those to record your voice. These are very expensive. I'm asking you to take care of these. Make sure you put them back up in their proper place when you're finished, and we will no longer leave them on the table. When you come get a set, what you're going to do, there is a sign-out booklet right here. You're going to put a check mark by signed out, and you're also going to put the headphone number. For instance, this is East headphone set number 1. So you would write that down, check it out. Then when I'm finished toward the end of the period, I'm going to simply come back and place it on the hook, nice and neatly, not just throw it up here on the table. And that's how we're going to place them back. Also, there is a new policy on being out in the hallways. Guys, we're going to limit the traffic in the hallways this year. The only reason you should ever be out of class is if you're called down to the office to check out or whatever the issue may be, or if we are doing a project, and I'll talk about the projects, the procedures for the projects in a moment. But let's just say that you had to go to the office because you were called down there. The first thing you're going to do, even though the office called you, you're going to go and sign out. There's a spot on here for office, restroom, office, library, your time out, and then your time back in. There's also the day in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You're going to circle those days, whatever day it may be. So very important to remember to sign out. Also, on that same note, if you are out in the hallway in between classes while instruction's going on, you're going to be required to have a hall pass around your neck, the lanyard. If you're caught out in the hallway without this hall pass, you're going to be disciplined and written up. It's that simple, guys. We're trying to eliminate the traffic in the hallways between classes. We want you to take care of your business in between classes, restroom, phone calls, and so on and so forth. So that is the big changes in our procedures as far as signing out. Remember, you have to have this hall pass and you must sign out. Another thing we're also going to do is if we are to get a piece of equipment out to take to work on a project, we must sign that piece of equipment out, which will be located up here on this card. It says MCH East Equipment Sign Out. You're going to simply come, place the date, your name, the class period, the piece of equipment you are checking out, and the time out and the time in when you brought it back here. And also we want to put it back in the same place that we found that piece of equipment, which is its rightful place. So make sure you sign out equipment. I'm going to have a person that's going to be specifically, their job is going to be to come and check the equipment log to make sure it's checked out properly. That includes regular equipment, cameras, video cameras, regular photography cameras, any type of equipment that leaves this classroom must be checked out. Also, I will have someone come and make sure all our headphones are present and accounted for before we leave each period at the end of the class period. One last thing, if you'll notice, I have a name badge on, which I am creating a name badge for each and every one of you with your picture on this. If you are going to be out doing a project around the school, you must, and let me repeat, must have this on at all times. It's not a question of, well, I forgot. No, you must have it on, period. These will be located up here in this other drawer. They're labeled accordingly, second period, third period, fourth period. You will simply come in, find your name tag, place that name tag on your shirt, and then you may proceed to take care of your project.